Welcome back to Living Local. Since 1969, the Handicapped Development Center has been a not-for-profit organization supporting people with disabilities, founded on the belief that all individuals are allowed the same fundamental rights and fulfilling opportunities to become contributing members of our community. Joining us in studio once again is Carol Foster. She is the Chief Administration Officer with the Handicapped Development Center. Carol, it's so great to have you back in studio.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
So now, in the umbrella of the Handicapped Development Center, there is Hdc Enterprises. So what is that and how did that get started?
Okay. So as you mentioned, we've been around for 50 years. We just got finished in 2019 celebrating our 50th anniversary. So we kind of get started with the workshop. That's sort of what we are known for. But over the course of time, the workshop funding has been diminishing. So there has been a movement to move away from workshop funding. We wanted to make sure that we still had an opportunity for people to earn a paycheck and to feel the value of work. And so we kind of preempted that. In October of 2018, we started Hdc Enterprises. And the idea was to help people transition from the traditional workshop, still being able to work, do the same kind of work, and earn that paycheck. So we started it then, and now we've been doing it for a little over a year when we just keep pushing forward and hoping to be able to continue to grow that Hdc Enterprises.
Wow, that is so exciting. Now, when it comes to Hdc Enterprises, who is it for? Who does this program serve?
Well, we're serving companies actually in the area by doing work for them, but the people that are working in there are now actual Hdc employees. So they have transitioned from receiving services in our workshop, and then now they're actual Hdc employees. So they're receiving the same kind of benefits that everybody else does as regular employees. And the emphasis now is more of a business model. So we are producing work for companies in the area, and they're earning a paycheck while they're doing that real work.
Now, what kind of jobs are these employees doing?
Well, we do all kinds of packaging. We have painting abilities. We do small assembly. We do some office kinds of work where we do bulk mailings and things like that. So I brought some things to show you that we do. So we do a lot of work for John Deere, and this is just an example of that. We do some wrapping and packaging of bearings. We have machines that help us do heat sealing, so we can take parts and put them in a bag and heat seal them for them. We work for a company called Little Trees, and you may have one of these hanging in your car, or I certainly have seen those. So what we do is these are air fresheners. We put them on a plastic holder and then get them ready for the retailer to hang in their stores. And then this is something that we do, we just recently did for Evolution Power Tools, and this was a brochure that they had done, but there was a printing error in it. And so what we did was we went into that piece that was an error and we put a sticker over top of it. So there's just a wide variety of things that we can do, and we have people that will come out and talk to companies and explain what we do and how we can help them meet their production needs.
That is fantastic. Now, Carol, what kind of impact have you seen these jobs have on the employees?
Well, the people that are working in Hdc Enterprises are just like we are. They want to make a contribution to their community, and so when they're doing that work, they feel a lot of pride. If you are ever having a bad day, you come out when we pass out paychecks, and we all love getting paychecks, and there's a sense of pride. I mean, I've seen people that have, we do some work for a company, Wall Clippers, and I have seen people go out to the store that are working in Hdc Enterprises, and they see one of those wall clippers that they have packaged in the store, and they think, hey, I did that, and I did real work. And so the pride that they feel for having a job and earning a paycheck is something that we all can relate to.
Yeah, I think that this is a universal need despite your background or your ability. I think that having a purpose and working on something that is bigger than yourself is such a vital part of living a fulfilling life. Now, for companies out there, how can they work with Hdc Enterprises?
Well, we have a sales and operations manager. His name is Scott Bidding, and he would love to come out and talk to companies. He's beating the bushes and trying to bring in more work all the time. One of the things that is happening now is, as we all know, the unemployment rate is really low. And so companies are having a difficult time sometimes finding a workforce to complete the work in their companies. And we have a ready and willing workforce ready there to do those jobs. So Scott can come out and he can meet with people in their companies and find out how we can partner and what jobs we can do for them. But we can also have them come out and see HDC Enterprises in action. And I think that's what we would really like to do, because they can not only see what our capabilities are, but they can meet some of those associates and see what pride they have in the job that they're doing.
Right. It really, that partnership would just be such a win-win situation for both parties involved. Carol, why do you think that the mission of HDC Enterprises is so important for our community?
Well, like I said, the people that are working in HDC Enterprises are just like we are. We've been talking a lot about HDC Enterprises, but at HDC we serve people in all aspects of their lives, whether where they're living or where they're working or being part of the community. And treating people with dignity and respect is what it's all about, and that's what our mission is.
Wonderful. Well, Carol, thank you so much for being here and for all the information about HDC Enterprises.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, for more information, you can visit handicapdevelopment.org. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.